There we go.
Boom. What is going on, cuzzo? Salute to you, queen.
How you doing?
I'm not going to complain, but I could because on Sunday night, the AC went out. So as we're sitting up here, right, like the wife and I are talking about there are divorce plans. The kids are talking about leaving. The dog doesn't want to come inside the house anymore. It's just bad. The whole meals have changed because now she's like, I'm not frying nothing. I'm not baking nothing. I'm not turning on the oven or the stove. I got to find something to eat. So we be eating sandwiches and chips and stuff like that to trying to keep the AC, the temperature down.
Y'all been using the stove
No,
in the
that's
oven?
what I'm talking about. So I'm talking about. She says she is not using the stove in the
But
oven. We
before
have to
that,
use.
y'all was using the stove?
Oh yeah, yep. Well, see, my wife does the she has for the last I think this is month number 4. She has her own vegan bakery now. So she does a vegan
Okay.
bakery and
Okay.
went and that's just baking and everything. But what they did is because she bakes so much and does so much stuff with the cookies and everything, now she actually believes all the compliments that we've been telling her about the food. So now it's like whatever we're watching on Netflix, whatever cooking thing we see on Hulu, if we go out to eat, oh man, she's coming home and she's got all type of recipes to try out on us, and none of us dare complain about that.
Now does she ship stuff? Because I'll buy
Yep, she
some
will
if she
ship stuff.
ships stuff. She does
Cause
ship?
I was sending you. Yep, she does ship. She ships. I think Wednesday is her shipping day. So people that put in orders today online, she would actually ship it out next Wednesday. But yep, she
What's
ships it all
her
over
website?
the nation. The website
You got
is.
text it to me. Text it to
I
me because
sure
I want to
will.
go on her website. I want to get some stuff. I didn't know if she ship or not.
Yep, she sure does.
I would
The
definitely
Love
buy, and
Again
everything's
Bakery.
vegan.
Yep, everything is vegan.
I would
Everything is
definitely
vegan.
buy some from her, but I need this. Those we get done. Text me her website, and I will go on and buy something.
I sure will. I have my She sent
You know,
some to my
as you see, I'm all
pops.
about. I'm all about supporting. Supporting us.
Yep, yep. You're all about supporting us, and I know I got the extra us because I am family. So I know I got,
Yes,
and then I
yes,
got the other,
yes.
then I got the other extra because I got multiple sclerosis too. My my pops tried out the vegan cookies maybe last month. He and my mom ordered some, and my mom was laughing, and she caught me laughing because my daddy ordered some and thought he was just ordering some to support me and the wife, trying to support the wife. He thought the cookies were actually going to be all plants and grass. He said, son, I thought grass would be in there. No, man, it's just vegan cookies. All that means is that there's no animal stuff in there.
But he liked them.
Yeah, he loved them. He loved them.
Yeah, because
So they
I
had they
know
had
at the
been ordering since
hospital,
then.
when my daughter was in the hospital, they had some downstairs. And I was impressed that they had some downstairs. And I bought some of the lemon. I said, man, I told my daughter, I said, I got to go back downstairs and get another one. She said, they were that good. I was like, they were that
Yeah.
good.
Yes. The vegan
So,
cookies can go
yes,
to
when
another
we get
world.
done talking, text me her website and I would definitely go on there and buy some so she can ship them
I
to me.
sure I sure will. I sure will. And while we take this quick break, let me just go on officially introduce you. So to the rest of the Gratitude Journal University, I want y'all to meet my cousin. This is Lisa Weaver, and this is one of the most influential pieces of me trying to do any type of healing because you and I talk about these symptoms and things that I can do, and you direct me to different websites. You do this for me all the time, cuzzo. So 1,000 thank yous for everything and all the advice and resources that you have shared.
Oh, hello, hello, everybody. I'm happy to be on this evening.
Cool
This is my
beans.
cousin, and it's a journey with us, and we're going through this journey together. And yes, I do try and give him any information that I have because I'm one of those people that I'm always reading this and that. So yes, any information I get, I pass it on.
Yep, you do. And I tell you, you always giving me some really good stuff too. The stuff on because such as I'm one of the ones that doesn't that I don't I don't know how to look up anything until you tell me some things. And even whenever I read it, sometimes I read it like, God, dog, I need to do a better job of just knowing a few things. I need to quit just acting like I'm just completely ignorant of what is out there and available to me. Dang, Ken, I gotta do
Yeah,
better.
we got
I gotta do better with that.
yeah, we have a lot of stuff out there available to us. A lot of good stuff that's available. So I don't
Okay,
mind
so
sharing.
awesome, awesome. Because I want to start. I always put your stuff, whatever you share to me, always ends up being one of the gratitude stories in my blog. So even that last time you told me about how I can go to the National MS Society,
Mm-hmm.
and there were different trials that we could sign up for. We can get
Mm-hmm.
paid for that. I made sure to share that on my blog.
I just joined one. They did my, I guess you want to call it my interview or whatever, because they usually interview you to see if you are qualified or whatever for it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just got approved for one yesterday, and they're going to be sending me all of the equipment and everything. And then each time I do it, it's got like it's 8 months long, and so each month I'm gonna have to take like a questionnaire, whatever. But anytime you do the questionnaires and stuff, they're gonna be sending me a nice gift card.
Nice,
Yes,
nice.
so
So the gift card can be for anywhere. It's going to be a gift card to a
it's
specific
gonna be a
store.
cash gift card.
Ooh, yikes! That's what I'm
So,
talking about. Let me clap it up. Let me clap it up. Give you a round of applause for
and
that. Good
like I
job.
tell anybody, you can never have enough cash.
Never.
So and I'm on a fixed income, but I like to go. So my thing is, anytime I can do stuff, long as it ain't no drugs involved, I apply for all of them. Long as it's not me trying no drugs, I apply for all of them, and all they can do is tell me no.
Okay. Cool beans. I like that. I like that.
And I'm still looking for a perfect. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, there's a bird in my car. Oh, it's a bird. It's
I like that. Yo, cuz while we talking about MS, what stage of multiple sclerosis are you at right now?
Currently, I am at remitting, relapsing MS, and this summer has been a long, hard journey.
Ooh, I
And
bet.
because anybody that has MS, they know that the heat is a mother. And for me, on top of taking care of my daughter who was injured in Mexico, I had to take care of me too. But with this heat, I've had so many issues this summer. It's just been crazy with this heat. So yeah.
What does the heat do to you? Like for me, the heat, like I am now legally blind. I have quite a few symptoms with mine going on. But if I start to get too hot, if I go outside, even me being in the wheelchair, going from the
Mm-hmm.
door of any building, just getting to the car. By the time I get to the car, I am down to about 10% vision. So I'm thinking that I can't see before, but yo, Queen, let me get too hot. Let this sun get a hold of me. Then I really can't see.
And see, people don't understand that. I get so annoyed when you say, um, this heat is a killer, and you hear somebody, oh my God, it's hot. No, you don't know what it's like to have effects from the heat. Yeah,
No,
you may
they
be
do
hot
not.
because the sun is just hot, but no, for me, it's a whole different ball game. Like for this summer, um, this heat, like prime example today, I was gonna go to Costco's when I got up. I never made it because thought I felt okay when I got up. I got dressed and everything, and I was like, I'm going to go to Costco's, and the more and more as the moment, not even the day, but more and more as the moment went on, I never made the Costco's. I sat down on the couch, and I've been on this couch literally all day sleep. It was like I was on a daze because of the heat. And it's crazy because I had in my mind when I woke up, I was going to Costco's, got dressed and everything. I never walked out the door. So this heat is crazy. So yeah, the heat is a mother for us. So yeah, people have no idea.
Did it take you a while, because you said you never walked out the door? Did it take you a while to get to the point to, on these days when it's hot and you don't walk out the door, or you have all the things you want to get done, you decide, no, I can't do any of it? Did it take you a while to start accepting that, or were you always trying to push yourself to do more because you thought you were being lazy by not going to Costco's and not doing the dishes or whatever it is?
Good ass
Well, the thing with that is, yes, but the thing is, the MS will set you down. It will set you down. And if it don't set you down, it's gonna make you fall down, literally. So I knew if I had walked out that door, I was gonna be eating somebody's concrete. So rather than me walk out that door, because I got real sluggish like that. So did it take me a moment? Yeah, because I've been hard-headed and I've gone out and I've gotten places and called my kids and be like, I feel really bad. I'm at such and such store and I'm sitting down and I can't get up. And they're like, what do you mean you can't get up? My body's crashed and I need one of y'all to come get me and to drive my vehicle, get somebody else to come with you, drive my vehicle. So when you get tired of having those episodes and you get tired of, in my case, your kids yelling and being upset with you because obviously you did something stupid because you thought you could do it, you know, you get tired of that because your body had you know, like today, my body had told me before I left, you can't do that. You just can't do that. You need to go somewhere and sit down. And now I know if I start feeling like out of it me, where your body is, where you're like drained and you're like, I didn't do anything today. I just got up out of the bed. And when I got up, I felt okay. But you start moving around something as simple as brushing your teeth and washing your face, getting dressed, then all of a sudden your body just drops. And you're like, what the hell? And that's what I was thinking today. I was like, are you serious? I didn't do nothing yet. But you think up here and you're like, okay, well, you better not, because if you go out that door, you're done, because your body's already telling you, you don't need to go out there. So my body was telling me I didn't need to go out there and I need to sit down. And literally, as soon as I sat down, I did nothing. I've been asleep on this couch all day. And I saw all the messages I had on my phone. I done missed phone calls and everything. And I don't know. I thought I heard the phone. Obviously, I did not. Have missed phone calls, text messages, the whole skadoodle. So yeah, it does take you time because you remember all the things you could do, but you got to remember your body is not allowing you to do those things anymore. So you got to adhere to that. Or like I said, you're going to be in concrete somewhere. Or stranded and want somebody to come pick you up.
And neither one of those are good. Concrete does not taste well. The being stranded is no fun.
Nope. So yeah, it does take you a while because we oftentimes want to do the things that we once did, but we have to become accepting. And it's hard because even today I get angry because I can't do the things I once upon, was able to do. But you have to get to that point where you change that mindset, because again, we can still live with MS, but we have to change our mindset with living with MS so that we can become the person that we are with the MS. Not saying, we don't have to say, okay, I have MS. We just have to learn to live with the MS so that we can still continue to live a good life with the MS.
Yep. I absolutely agree with that. Our disabilities, the disease does not define us, but it can damn sure make us stronger. Does not define me, but it will damn sure make us strong, because I know I'm a better father now. I'm a better husband because my kids and my wife actually tell me, like, now I actually talk. I actually listen. I thought I listened before, but no, I wasn't listening before I got stuck in this wheelchair, and they got to talking, and that was the only talk. Like, oh, let me listen now. Now I got to listen. And at that point, I began to pick up on a few things. I find out what she likes, what she doesn't like. I'm talking about all the daughters, not just the wife, all three of the daughters, and sometimes the
Really?
son. When actually, yep, yep. Because like it wasn't until I became I got real big into stuff like love language as I became more disabled. And once I became disabled, I started giving the kids love language tests, and the wife and I took a love language test, and she found we found out that her love language is acts of service. I've been thinking the whole relationship from dating to marriage to after kids. I've been thinking it was always gifts. Like the more money I spend on you,
Um,
the trips that we go on, the stuff that I buy you, that's what will get you happy. And it wasn't until we took the test. Even when she took the test and it was service, I'm still thinking like, whatever. You lied on your test. No, you finagled that test. And now that I pay attention and I see, like, I'll be damned. If I somehow get up and do these dishes, that counts just like I filled up your tank of gas. Wow, if I get up, if I wash the clothes and fold the clothes and mess around and put them up too, ooh, oh man, you love me. Oh my gosh, now you love me. Now I get a special meal. Before then, it was because I'm always thinking like, oh, she did that because I filled the car with gas. She did that because I bought this or that. No, it was
just
this.
think all the
I'm
money you could
completely
have
missing the
saved.
service. Yep, and I bring that up now, and she of course she just rolls her eyes so hard. She rolls her eyes so hard when I bring that up now,
She's like, I'm keeping all these gifts. I'm
just like that. Keeping all these gifts.
gonna have
So
to take
whenever
that
you
test. I'm gonna have to find that test and take it and find out
I
what
can
mine
I can
is.
I can send that to you because it's on my it's on my website, so I can just send that link to you. So I will send you the link for her cookies, and I will send you the link for that love language
That
test.
will work. So the next
Yep.
man I meet, he'll know.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, it definitely makes a difference. Even with each of the kids, the way that I speak and treat and do stuff with all of the kids now, the three girls and the one boy, is different because now I do stuff based on the love language, not just based on her age or based on him being a boy and them being girls.
Mhm.
Now I understand that I'll be damned. Like my son's love language, as much as he doesn't talk, his love language actually is words of affirmation. So I have to every once in a while go into, yo, dude, good job taking the trash out. Boy, I see you taking the
Oh,
trash out. You going to the
oh,
NFL for that. And I mean, he will get to grinning so hard, looking, thank you, daddy. Thanks,
oh.
thank you, dad. And that sticks with him a lot longer than me talking to him about, I just paid your cell phone bill. Or or some stuff like, you are not going to get that video game. Nah, me doing the word stuff, that stuff hits him a lot harder. So even now, like even whenever I fuss at him or if he's in trouble, I know now that me just saying certain words to him hit him just as much as old school, like getting a whooping like used to. Like I know that saying certain things that actually sticks with him, that burns his soul, that's going to motivate him, stuff like that. And I didn't get any of that
Oh,
until I got the love language down. Yep, definitely makes a difference. Definitely make. That's one of the things that works since I've got the multiple sclerosis is that I've become a much better communicator. Has anything
yeah.
specifically begun to work for you?
Um, I have, as far as my mood, and becoming more, I guess you could say more humble.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say that is because I had to realize me being here by myself. Yes, I have my kids, but me being in the DFW area by myself, all the appointments going to by myself, everything I've had to do by myself, I've become more humble, but I've also grown tremendously at being my own advocate for each and
Mm,
everything I do.
I can see it.
Um, I mean, I am the advocate for literally everything. No matter what my doctors say, they all know. If I don't want to do something, I'll say, no, I don't like that. Let's try something
Yep.
else. Or no,
Like being your own advocate is such a boss ass move. Oh shit, I am impressed by this. Yep.
or no,
Not
I don't
gonna
want
do
to
it.
do that. I did that. Or when I go, they may say, you know, when's the last time you took your medicine, whatever. I don't take it anymore. Why? Because it was doing such as, so they know what I'm not going to do, when I'm going to do it, and all of that. So I have grown to be a big advocate for myself. And yeah. And like you said, I've grown stronger, which is great because you have to. When we're dealing, I'm gonna turn this fan on because I'm getting hot. And yes, the air is on, but it doesn't make a difference when it's this hot outside. And I got all this mess on my head.
And all this stuff going on the inside too.
Yes.
Man, I get it.
So, and people wonder why I don't wear my hair out because I got too much of it.
I'm getting there, slowly getting there. I think
and
last time I saw you, I was bald.
And I always hear from my kids, Mommy, people pay for that. Well, you can let them pay for that, but for me, in my head, no, I keep mine twisted up or braided up or whatever because this doesn't work. But yeah, I have become more humble for sure, and I have become a bigger advocate for myself. No, he didn't put his hair in the front.
Yeah, I got to because
you can have some of this I got on my head at any given time.
that's the goal. I used to shave my head, and then I stopped shaving my head in 2023. Stopped shaving my head January 1st, 2022. So I'm at about a year and a half. That's because I can no longer stand there and shave my head anymore. I can no longer stand by myself at all. I can't even crawl by myself anymore. So I had to start growing the hair out. And my wife kept looking at me. Oh my God, we already got 3 girls, Kendrick, and that boy got dressed. That means I gotta do 5 sets of heads. Well, you know what? You ain't gotta worry about mom. Mine could just be natural dreads. And then she just rolls her eyes and looks at me. No, you're not gonna walk around with natural dreads now. You just with just clumps of hair. No, you're not doing that.
Right. Because you can always
Come over
sit
and
in your
sit down and she does
wheelchair
that.
and twiggle with your fingers. You can
Yeah,
do that.
And that's what my son always says. Well, Daddy, I twist my own. I like my own back up every once in a while. I do stuff with my hair, but my
Your
MS got to the
hands.
point. Yeah, like I got to the point where I rarely ever feel anything but my thumb on this hand. I have
On your hands.
yeah, and this hand shakes a whole lot more. And then I'm to the point now where if I keep my hands up at a certain level too high, then that causes the legs to spasm out, and then I'm falling out the wheelchair. And once I fall out the wheelchair, oh man, it damn near takes an act of God to get me back in the wheelchair. Yeah. Because that's one of the things that I'm always frustrated with people for. People think that because I'm disabled, like my body's always limp. Oh no, oh no, I'm constantly spasming all day, every day, spasming and little seizures are constantly going on. The legs are going straight. That's
You
if I'm
have
going
seizures
to in the
too?
wheelchair. Yeah, well, I guess they call them. They're really just they look like seizures. They're really more MS tremors. Like it looks like a seizure. My whole body is spasming out and everything like that. My eyes are rolling up. My tongue is out. I can bang my head on stuff, but I'm never losing consciousness. So the entire time stuff is going on, I'm acutely aware of what's going on and what's happening with the body. I just can't do anything to help myself.
Wow. And they haven't.
My MS has gotten bad.
Run.
I know that you said that you only do things natural now. You don't take any medicine for anything, or you do?
I did that for 6 years. I did the note not eating meat. I tried to stop with the gluten. I tried to slow down with the alcohol. I got healthcare August 2022. When I got healthcare, after a few months, I started trying out the different medications and stuff. Like right now, I'm on Ocrevus, and I just tried Botox, all type of stuff. None of this stuff ever actually works for me, and especially with all those different painkillers and all the different muscle relaxers. Man, I feel like I used to always watch the people on TV say the medication makes me feel like a zombie. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. And I used to always think, oh, whatever, it ain't that strong. Be damned. It is that strong. Cause they'll prescribe me stuff like I have Valium. I have like I got
That's
Valium and all
why.
types of stuff. Yeah, and they had me. I'm supposed to be taking all this stuff throughout the day, like Valium in the morning. Um, what's the one that starts with a B? Valium in the morning.
Baclofen?
Lyrica at night.
No.
Yeah, Baclofen.
Lyrica?
Yeah, Baclofen in the day. They want to put a Baclofen pump in my back. It's all type of stuff. And my physical therapist would get frustrated with me because I wouldn't take the pills anymore. I just because I would get so sleepy to the point where I would actually fall asleep. I would just be rolling in the wheelchair. I'm in electric wheelchair rolling in the wheelchair, and I would just fall asleep real quick. And then I'm out, and then I'll actually fall asleep and fall out the wheelchair and bang my head and stuff. I'm like, yo, I can't keep taking these doggone pills. And I tell the neurologist that she just, well, you got to take something for the pain. No, I can deal with the pain.
Right.
The pain is terrible, but man, I'd much rather deal with the pain and know what's going on around
Going
me
on.
than to be zoned out and the kids, Daddy, can I go?
Right. You're saying yes to stuff because you're not aware and
Yep,
you're not alert. Yeah, I've
yep.
never taken no, yeah, I've never taken that much stuff. The only things I take, and actually my neurologist will not prescribe me any narcotics, and they never
Mm,
have, because they said they don't
mm.
believe in it. The only thing that they give me is gabapentin and baclofen.
I got both. I got gabapentin
Those are
too.
the only two I take, and I take them on my terms. I'm supposed to take them 3 times a day.
Yep,
I don't.
yep,
I only
yep.
take them at night. Um, and they know that. Now, if my pain gets to the ultimate, then yeah, I take them 3 times a day. But every day, I only take them once a day, and that's at night. And then, so I take those at night, and I have something for depression that I take at night, and I take my blood thinner because I have a bleeding disorder, and that's it. During the day, I don't take anything else. I take
Mm.
my vitamin D, my magnesium. I take that stuff, but that's it. I don't take anything else during the day. And like I said, my neurologist has never, ever, ever prescribed me any narcotics. And when I go to the hospital, and I will only go to UT Southwestern, and if I
Mm-hmm.
can't get there, I sit at home and suffer. Because going to any other hospital around here, that's what they want to do, is what you just said. They want to give me a narcotic,
Put you on
and I
stuff.
don't want a
Yep,
narcotic. So that's a waste of time and a waste of money.
yep.
So, but I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. But my newest symptom is my wrist will flex on its own
Mm,
without me, doing it. It will like just start jumping.
mm.
That's
Wow.
my newest thing, and my right side feels like a brick. So my right side,
Heavy.
yeah, it's getting to the point where now I'm dragging my right side a lot more.
Yep.
So I've been doing the exercises that when I go to my PT, she will
Mm-hmm.
give me exercises, and when I get up in the morning, I do those. And if I don't
Okay.
do it in the morning, I do it at night.
Okay.
But those are my biggest thing. Is my hand is flexing now without me flexing it, and my right side is beginning to feel more like a brick. And I do notice when I talk now, as far as the talking, I will like sometimes hesitate, or it's almost like thinking a lot, but I'm not thinking. I'm trying to say something, but my words will come
Mm-hmm.
out. So I have noticed that, but you know, that's part of the disease, and
Yep.
it's also one of the things where I don't like to speak in public because I always feel like people are looking at me. They may not, but subconsciously, I think that,
Yep.
because
Those
I know
mind
this
games are
is not
something
who I
else.
used to be. And I always tell people I was an EMT, so I'm used to dealing with patients. I can no longer do that because I can't remember stuff. I can't stand up and do things. And my biggest thing is fatigue and my memory.
Mm.
And definitely standing, but my biggest two things is the memory, and the fatigue is all-time high.
Oh, that's why I
And I
stopped
miss
taking
it.
those doggone pills.
Yeah, and I miss it. And they referred me to a memory doctor, which I did not know. I forgot her name. I mean, I forgot what they're called, but they're part of the neurology clinic. Did you know that they have one of those?
No, I was just about to ask you about that. A memory doctor. No, I've not
Yeah,
heard of that.
they have a doctor that works with you with your memory. They work with MS patients, they work with people that have had a stroke, they work with people that have Alzheimer's. So ask your doctor to refer you to a doctor that work with patients with your memory. And they do have one. I don't know what hospital you go to, but they do have one that and she works with me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they are neurologists. Those doctors are. So yeah, ask them to refer you to one so that you can start working with them on that.
I sure will. I'm gonna check that out. Now we've been talking about the MS for a little while, so and I know you got somewhere to go. So before we get ready to end this, I got to end this on a better note than our symptoms. So give me your story of gratitude. Remember, the gratitude means why you're grateful, not what, but why you are grateful. So do you got a story of why you're grateful today?
I am grateful because, for one, as we both know, I'm still here. Woo! And also because I'm still able to do the things that I love to do. And what I love to do is travel. And
Nice.
I'm definitely grateful. That's my biggest thing I'm grateful for, because that's like a happy place for me. And I know people say that, there, and yes, there, for me, there's a difference between the blessed factor for me and being great, and being the gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
For me, because that's something I truly enjoy. And God has placed me in a space at this moment where I can still do and go on my own, by myself, to do things like travel. And I'm not talking about out of the country or anything, just go someplace where I like to be, where it's quiet, large bodies of water and things like that. Those are that I'm grateful.
Yeah.
The gratitude for that, because for me, if that's taken away from me, I can't even express to you how much my mindset is going to change or would change. Yes, blessed to have a home, a place to live, food to eat, doctors, and all of that. Those are the things that keep me going. But the gratitude for me is still being able to go places that I enjoy going. And like I said, today, that's for me, that's gratitude, you know. And yes, the simple things in life, still having a job, still being able to work. It's not a job making a lot of money, but again, every dollar counts and every dollar helps.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also thankful for that. That's gratitude too for me. So that's a simple thing, because a lot of people with MS aren't able to work, you know. A lot of people with MS aren't able to live by themselves. I still live by myself, me and the dog, me and my pit bull here, that's laid right up under my feet right now. He's looking at me. So yeah, those are the little things that I'm still grateful for.
That's good stuff. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I love the traveling part, because that is my dream career, is to be a traveling, take this wheelchair and put it on the road and on airplanes and everywhere else. Yeah, that is my dream career is to be one of those travel influencers.
Well, maybe you in your case because of the, and I hate that your last experience where they lost your wheelchair. I can
Yeah,
believe it because I have seen and read in the different articles because I can't even tell you how many emails I get from different um, things for traveling and stuff like that. That's why I'm posting pictures of different stuff that probably people have never heard of or seen. But people are always talking about their wheelchair being lost and getting torn up. And I'm like, do people that work at these airlines, the damage and the horror that they create and the inconvenience they create for people by tearing up their wheelchairs, that's horrible. These people, I mean, people don't just ride in wheelchairs just because they want to be in a wheelchair. They're in a
correct.
wheelchair because it's a necessity at the time. So that's
Yes,
their way of getting around and living their life in their wheelchair. So if you tearing up the wheelchair, how are they supposed to get around when they get to the destination if you done tore it up? And they
exactly.
won't
That's it.
fit on the plane. So what are they supposed to do? How what are they supposed to do when they get off the plane and the people wheel them? Are they gonna let them have the wheelchair to take out of the airport? I
They didn't.
mean,
They didn't let me. They actually told me I couldn't. When we got to Ecuador, they told me I could not take a wheelchair. It ended up being a 3 hour conversation because, of course, I can't speak Spanish. Nobody in the family could. They ended up giving us the raggliest, worst, like the actual wheel, the rim of the wheel would come off I would say about every 200 feet. So we're trying to roll on the street. I got the kids pushing me. The rim of the wheel would come off, and I got to stop. I got to get out the wheelchair, fall to the street, sit on the street as the kids turn the wheelchair upside down like a bicycle, and actually take the rubber part and try to fit it back on the rim. Yeah, it was it was mess. It was mess. Golly, it was mess. And we came back to Houston. They lost the wheelchair again.
Wait,
The
goddamn Spirit
It ended up
Airlines.
being some brothers ended up picking me up and carrying me on their shoulders from the airplane all the way to the bus terminal, and then they put me on the bus, and then one or two of them actually even rode the bus with me. That way, when we got to the car, those two guys and the bus driver, the three of them, picked me up, put me on their shoulders, put me off of the bus, and packed me into the truck. And then when we got to the house, man, it was just on my son. It was a whole different world. That was a whole different world then because it was just him. But yeah, the other places, just the
and
love
you
of
can't
strangers looking out.
and you can't slide. You can't use your
Mm-mm.
hands to slide because your hands and arms
Yep,
don't
because
work.
those don't work well. And then the hands and arms don't work that well anymore. And then my balance is just so bad. Like I can't me just sitting up like this, like I can't just sit up like this by myself for an extended period of time. I got to put my arms down and brace myself because otherwise I'm gonna tip over, collapse over, fall out of stuff.
Yeah, because I was gonna say maybe, yeah, that irks me. That it just really irks me. That you have to be that inconvenienced, and that causes a major problem for you and your family to travel because of that situation. And I don't think they've made collapsible wheelchairs yet. I mean, because they made collapsible wheelchairs, you could take that on the plane and they could
Yeah,
set
like
it up front
the
when you
one I'm
first
in,
come on.
the one I'm in now, it'll collapse on itself. So it's only like 12 pounds. Because even my fifth grade daughter, since she was in third grade, she could pick it up and pack it up and everything for me. She's so proud of herself for that. So this one right here would collapse. But it's also like this one has that what's them lithium batteries. So of course I'm not supposed to take this one on an airplane at all because of the lithium battery. On top of that, I'm terrified. I don't want to take I don't even want to take a chance of taking this on an airplane and them losing it or messing it up or something like that because that would that would whenever we travel, I always use manual stuff. I just got to get help being pushed and wheeled around. But yeah, no way I'm scared to even risk it. Scared to even risk it.
I hate that. I hate that. I mean, that's horrible because they just don't care.
Don't care at all. Don't care at all. That's why it's always up to us to put the mind, just to find other stuff, to find stuff to be grateful for, to make changes in the life, to move a different kind of way. Move a different kind of way.
I designed t-shirts for wheelchair users that are not afraid to be called wheelchair users.
Kind of way.
Well,
Miss Weaver, 1,000 thank yous for rocking and rolling with me throughout for this interview. I know there was someplace you had to be, so I do not want to make you late for that. So let me get ready to let you go. Again, Queen, Cuzzo, 1,000 thank yous. This will not be the only time I'll bring you back, because there's all type of specific stuff I want to talk to you about. That way I can open it up to the rest of everybody else out there with this.
I'll be more than happy. Just let me know. I don't mind, because there's plenty of stuff we can talk about as far as MS. That's no problem.
Yeah.
So just let me know. I don't mind.
Cool.
And you continue to take care of yourself, please. Please.
I sure will.
And and I'm gonna start looking up stuff as far as wheelchairs for you, because I don't want you to not be able to live your dream and be able to travel and do stuff because of the ignorance of the people and the carelessness of the people at the airport. That should not prohibit you from living.
I got a whole discussion about wheelchairs. I'm supposed to have a level 3. I'm supposed to have the group 3. So that's a whole other story. But I will be hitting you up. So I'm gonna send you that link for these cookies right now. And I'm going to send you that link for the love language test right now.
That'll work. That will work. Please do it.
And like I said, I'm gonna have you back on there soon.
All right. Love you, and you take care of yourself.
Love you too, cuz I sure will. And take care of yourself and keep on traveling and posting those pictures. Yeah, keep doing that. All
right. Talk to you later. And take care.
Yes, ma'am. Love you, cuzzo.
Love you too. All right. Bye.
Bye.
My YouTube channel is youtube.com/mindset over bullshit.
It's an inside look at living disabled, the struggles, lessons, and why I'm grateful.
What you gonna do with this?
Every morning, I post my gratitude journal. Over 1,000 consecutive posts, true stories for your education, inspiration, and entertainment.